start it again?
No, it's cool. Okay. You just started up.
Kind of. Shalom. All praises and glory goes to
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai.
Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to all of the Akim throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing its truth and sincerity in the name of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. We got to keep pushing to salvation, brothers. We're going to kick it off with Romans 13 and verse 11. And it says, "In that knowing the times, that now is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believed."
Exactly. And how do we know that, man? Because of the signs that Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai has showed us, man. You know? Amos 3:7, the Lord said he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. You know, I believe it's Isaiah the 48th chapter. The Lord said that before he bring things to pass, man, he tell us of them.
That's right. That's right.
You know, who do we tell? His prophets. You know, Amos 3:7, man. This I got to preach it real fast. This is 2nd Esdras 8. I'm gonna start at 62. I'm gonna start at 61. It says, I'm gonna start at 60. It says, "But they which be created have defiled the name of him that made them, and were unthankful unto him which prepared life for them." And that goes to 2/3 of our people.
That's right.
Verse 61. "And therefore is my judgment now at hand." So the Lord's judgment is now at hand, right? Verse 62. "These things have I not showed unto all men, but unto thee and a few like thee."
Salaki, brother, and what did he say? Judgment must begin at the house of Jacob.
Yep.
Because you see who's been getting jacked up the most in the recent days, in the recent times we're living in. It's been you Negroes, you Hispanics, you Native Americans, man. You the one who's been going through that suffering, like the brother said. The two thirds be going through hell on here on earth. And so, man, I don't really even feel bad for them, man, because you look at certain brothers, the Lord put him in a situation. He said, "I'm gonna give you. You gonna be punishment according to your deeds, the deeds that these wicked brothers did, man." So you might have a household with like 7 brothers, man. The Lord done killed all of them, drive-bys, drug overdoses, man. If you can't see that for a curse, man, there's something wrong with our people, man.
Old Grandma Mabel, she done went to 9 funerals, boy.
You know
what I'm saying? It says, verse 62 again, "These things have I not showed unto all men, but unto thee and a few like thee." You know, so that's why not Peter, but Paul wrote that letter. I believe it was to Timothy, and he said what, man? He said, "Teach these unto men that's able to teach others also," man.
That's right.
He told Esdras what? To seek out the glory of such as be like thee.
Like thee.
You know. So this word is only for a chosen few, man. I'm gonna read that again. 2nd Esdras 8 verse 62. "These things have I not showed unto all men, but unto thee and a few like thee," man. You know, that small remnant.
A few.
144,000 men, man. You know, because those are the government body underneath Yahweh Shai. Those are the prophets underneath Yahweh Shai, man, right? It says, "Then answered I and said, Behold, O Lord, now hast thou showed me the multitude of the wonders which thou wilt begin to do in the last times. But at what time thou hast not showed me." So he said, man, Lord, you explain to these things that what's going to happen at the end. But when is the end, right? This is, now I'm going to jump to the 9th chapter, you know. It's 2nd Esdras 9 verse 1. "He answered me then and said..."
Because what was all the prophets always looking for? When is the end? When we going to rule?
Yep.
You hearing about this kingdom of heaven. You hearing about this glory that you're going to be established in full rulership with the Lord finally dealing with us 100%. The prophets wanted to know, when is this going to happen? We need to know. It needs to come quick. But what the Lord tell them? You got to endure. When you go through the scriptures, it's a lot of long suffering. You got to endure. You got to be faithful until death, man. And it ain't far for us to know the times. It's a lot. Go ahead, brother.
It says, "He measured me then and said, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself." And how do we measure the time? Through these scriptures, man.
That's right.
Because the scriptures is the measuring stick, right? It says, "And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." So the Lord explained that, hey, look, these signs is going to happen for you to know that this is the end, man. Right? Verse 4, verse 3. "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world," you know?
What just happened in Virginia? That looked like uproars of the people.
That's right. That's right.
That was the house divided. Esau hitting Esau with cars, killing Esau's. Damn police dying in air helicopter accidents, all trying to stop whatever's going on over there. It was a few Jakes out there, but that looked like a straight house divided, man. Edomites whooping Edomites. And if you look at the news for the past year and a half, that's what a lot of these different places have been Esau fighting Esau, the left against the right. Because like we said, all these curses that used to be on us, it's coming on Esau, and he's being made bare. His legs have been uncovered.
Yep.
Everybody's known him for the wickedness that he's done. He always talking about this love and peace. We got to be equal, but his wickedness is coming out. You see, they got none but hate for you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All they needed was Trump to bring that spirit back out.
And that's another sign that we at the end. 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. It says what? That this man got to be revealed. The son of perdition. Then shall the end come, man.
That's right.
So now that this devil being made bare, we know we at the end of this, man. It's all these signs, man, that's showing we at the end. That's why it is high time to awake out of sleep, like the scripture the brother started with, man. It says, 2 Esdras 9 verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, which, hey, that's what we seeing. The brother just said, what happened in Virginia? You know? Before Virginia, what was going on in Venezuela and Brazil, over in Egypt and Greece? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
All throughout the Middle East, the Syrian refugees that's going, all this. Come on, dog.
The Arab uprise.
You see what I'm saying? And then not to mention the earthquakes. It's earthquake, man. It's
1,400 a day. You just
1,400 a day. You know. Just Google it, man. Google earthquakes in one day, man.
That's right.
You know. It says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Like it says in Isaiah the 48th chapter, man. You know, the Lord spake of these things from the beginning. And he let us know, like, look, this is the signs that you look for when I shall, look, we read it, when he shall visit. You know, verse 5, it says, For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, man. And that's what's happening. We're proclaiming the end. We're manifesting the end through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushua. This is
Can I back you up with one right quick, my brother? This is Matthew 24 and 6. And it says, And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
And that's what we hearing, man. Wars and rumors of wars. What's going on with Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump? You know? What's going on with Russia and America? Russia and America and China. You see what I'm saying? North Korea, South Korea, Iran. Now these other European countries getting involved. Why? Because America just put sanctions on Russia. That's fucking up they deal.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Because like we said, Russia supplies most of those European countries with energy, man. So if you put a sanction on Russia, that affects the businesses that they're doing with these different Europeans. Because what different sanctions? Oh, these boats can't come through this area. That's messing up the business. Plus, Russia is more closer to Europe than America is to Europe. I'm not depending on somebody who's far away from me when I need help. He ain't never gonna come and help, man. And plus, like, all these are European people, man. World War I was white on white beef. World War II was white on white beef, man. Now World War III, this devil done been so wicked, everybody about to turn on his ass, man. Like,
yeah, but it's the same thing, because who spearheaded it? Esau on Esau, man.
That's right.
A house divided cannot stand, man. If Satan be divided against himself,
how can his kingdom stand?
You know? Because the Russians are fucking Edomites, and America is Edomites, man. You know? In World War I, what was it? America versus Germany. That was Esau and Esau. World War II, that was America versus Germany again.
Britain, all these different countries.
What? Russia was a part of it. Britain, France, all these Edomite ass countries, man. You know? This is the cause. Look, Job 9 and 24,
the
man.
earth giving it to the hands of the wicked.
Proverbs 29 and 2. When the wicked are in authority, the people mourn, man. This place is in a state of mourning. Tell me this world ain't mourning, man. The trees and the animals. That's another thing how we know we at the end of this, man. Hosea the 4th chapter says what? That the beasts and the fish shall be taken in a great number. Wildlife has been dying off, man. At a rapid pace we never seen before, man. It says that the sun shall be darkened and the moon shall turn to blood in Joel, the 2nd chapter, the 31st verse. What's that? That's the blood moons. Those the signs in the skies that we have, man. An eclipse is scheduled for what? I think is later this week or next week.
More signs of the times.
You know, these are signs that they like, look, man, it's over with, man. You're through, Esau.
You done.
You know,
done.
and the rest of you nations that's joined with this devil, man.
Like the scriptures say, once Esau go down, all them other nations go down. Because guess what? They were all in confederate together. But there's only going to be one nation standing. That's the nation of Yasharallah underneath the Yahweh Shai, through the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Hey, the scripture says you smite the head of the wicked, man. Roughly paraphrasing. I can't look it up because, you know, we're recording on my phone. But it speaks about smiting the head of the wicked, man. The head of the house of the wicked. You know, once Amalek get his ass crushed, man, hey, the rest of these heathens gonna follow suit, man. Once they see this destruction that's gonna take place upon America and upon Israel, hey, cause that land getting nuked too. Then they gonna know, man.
When they see the deliverance of the children of Israel
That's
from
it.
out of Egypt.
That's it.
That was the most fearful. All them nations knew about us when we got out of the first Egypt.
Yep.
They knew what the Lord did to the Egyptians. Now they gonna know what the Lord's gonna do to these damn Edomites, man.
Hey, and Jeremiah 16 says that it shall no longer be said that the Lord delivered you out of Egypt, but the Lord delivered you out of the land of the north. So this deliverance that's coming up, this second exodus out of Egypt, man, is going to be grander than that first exodus out of ancient Egypt.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right. Because
the Lord gonna stunt, man. He gonna outshine himself.
The earth gonna shake in them days. He said, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
That's it. And it's, I'm going to read verse 5 again. 2nd Esdras 9 and 5, it says, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. It's being manifest, man. It's being brought to light. This is 2nd Esdras 6 verse 20. And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, what world is beginning to vanish? It's talking about this earth? No, man. Ecclesiastes 1 said the world, the earth abideth forever. So what is it talking about? It's talking about what the brother just quoted. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
That's
man.
right.
So, so when this rulership, when this age, when this time of the Gentiles begins to vanish, and when it is finished, right? Then will I show these tokens. What tokens, man? These signs that we read. It says, the books shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. So what is this? A big ass book open in the sky? No, man. The book's open in the firmament, meaning this word is out on the internet. Psalms 19 chapter. You know, anybody can anybody can access this this word, but everybody can't understand it. It's only meant for the elect to receive it, man.
And it says they shall see all together. How many times the elect probably been watching the same apostle teaching at the same time on a Saturday or something, breaking down the scriptures?
And it's being manifest to all you nations, man. Because whether you believe it or not, Romans 3 and 3, will it make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid. So even though you don't believe it, it's still gonna happen, dog. You still gonna get put in them goddamn chains, and you still gonna suffer double of what we suffered, man.
That's right. That's right.
It's written already, man. Your fate is sealed, dog. This is verse 6, 2nd Esdras 9 and 6. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders, and powerful works, and endings, and effects, and signs, man. And the Lord gave us the signs, man. He said, what? The seas and waves roaring with perplexity? What's that, man? That's your hurricanes and your tsunamis that's going down, man. You know? The Lord said, I believe it's in the book of Jeremiah, I shall visit you with fire. What's been going on with all the wildfires?
I just watched one on Canada, man. Over 1,000 homes got burned down. I don't know when it happened, but the guy, he had his camera on. He was driving, man. Look, that car could have just blew up at any moment because there was fire on both sides, and this was a crazy looking fire. It was just high, and it would look like it was raining fire from the sky because, you know, all the...
And that was a couple months ago, right?
Con. It
was one recently, like a week or two ago. You know what I'm saying? Where it was burning in Canada, man. And the brothers in Seattle, one brother in particular, he was like, man, because we was having a live show like last week or 2 weeks ago, and he put on the comment board like, yeah, man, you know, we still see the smoke from that goddamn wildfire, man. And the brother live in Seattle. You know, that's right there on the border.
Con.
You know, so hey, man, this is the end. This is the end. So it's high time to wake out of sleep.
What the Lord said, what would I be if the fire is already kindled?
Yeah. You know, that's Yahweh Shai, man. He said what? He said, what will I if it be already kindled, man?
Mm-hmm.
How he wished that it would be already kindled. And guess what? Yahweh's going to grant that prayer, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's already doing it because look what's happening. You know? Look what's happening. Then it says you shall see wars and rumors of wars, right?
Cunt, I got one for you right quick. That's that Matthew's verse 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation,
Yep.
and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginnings of sorrow.
And it says what? Famines and pestilences, man. You know? Hey, it's going to get, Daniel 12:1. What does it say? A time like none other upon this planet, man. So when you think back at all the atrocities that happened upon this planet, just look at the Holocaust that happened to us.
Cunt.
Hey, because it didn't happen to those fucking Khazars, man. That was a goddamn lie, man. What happened unto us?
That was a Holocaust.
Like it says in Daniel, I believe it's 9 and 12. It says what? It says that it haven't happened. Let me get it. I don't want to butcher it. Salaki.
What you need? Daniel's 9 and 12.
Yeah, I got it. It's right here, brother. This Daniel 9 and 12. It says, and he hath confirmed his words which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us by bringing upon us a great evil. What happened to us, man? We was delivered into slavery, man. We was put on slave ships, man.
And sold to our enemies.
You know the conditions there? Hey, bro, come on, man. Just do the research of the conditions of that Jake suffered on them slave ships. And the Northern Kingdom was the first ones on them slave ships,
That's
man.
Right.
They was being transferred from the Americas over to Portugal, Spain, over to Europe, man.
I got something for you to back you up right quick, brother. Oh, go ahead. This is Amos 3:1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Yep. He would punish us for all our iniquities, man. Because he said that if we disobeyed, then this would happen. Deuteronomy 28:15 on down to 68, man. And we suffered every last bit of it, man.
That's right.
And it says, Daniel 9 and 12. And he hath confirmed his words which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven have not been done as hath been done unto Jerusalem, man. So who else suffered like the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans? Don't worry, I'll fucking wait. And I'll be waiting forever, man. Because nobody else suffered what we suffered as a nation, man. Who had some pasty-ass crackers come across the sea and take the whole continent from you, man?
Con.
The whole continent, I mean the whole Americas. North and South America, man. Because the whole Northern Kingdom, man, because our brothers had all this locked up. From Canada all the way down to South America, man. Had it locked up. And what happened? This pasty red devil brought his ass over here and did what? Slaughtered our brothers, man. And after he did that, what he do? He took his whole ass to the west coast of Africa and he grabbed up us, man. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And he did what? Transferred us over on those slave ships, man. Tossed us out. Changed the patterns, changed the migratory migration of the sharks, man.
Feeding them live bodies, dead bodies from off those slave ships, man.
You see? But we shouldn't want revenge for all this, man. Not to mention when we got over here, man. Just watch Goodbye Uncle Tom. And all the atrocities he did that we don't even know about, man.
How you think we discontinued from our heritage, not even known to the point we don't even know who we are today? All these other heathens, they could trace back their history. They still have their history still. But we the only ones who, through the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that he put these words for us, that we could trace back our history. But without these words, man, we still be lost. African American, Native American. These cats actually Blackfoot Sioux. Nobody was calling themselves no Blackfoot Sioux before the white man came over. Puerto Rican, Rich Port, all these different bywords and names that got put on us for being disobedient to the Lord, and that's what the enemies did to us, man.
And now you niggas proud to call yourself that, man.
Cunt.
Hey, that's why 2/3 of our people gonna be eradicated.
They gotta go.
We'll love you in the kingdom, man. This is because you just read. What did you read? Matthew.
I had read
right, the Amos,
Amos, cunt.
You know, Because go back to the Matthew 24, it says that what there should be no, you ain't gotta grab it.
It was
I know you quoted it.
earthquakes, pestilence, and
Kingdom rising against kingdom.
Come.
And that's how we know one of the plethora of signs that we have that we at the end of this bitch. This is Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up.
And all these men of war are drawing near. Like we said, they're preparing everything. All money is being used for military growth.
Now, in fact, I got you on the next verse. It says, verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears.
Yeah, that agriculture stuff, putting money into the agriculture and farming, that's the thing of the past. First off, like most of these nations, they know World War III is at hand. These places are going to be destroyed with missiles. Why would you even focus on infrastructure? Why are you even focusing on agriculture?
It's an arms race now.
It's an arms race.
Yep.
A nuclear arms race.
That's right. That's right. Nobody want to get left behind. No, you know what I'm saying? Oh, what? This nigga got a nuke? Oh, okay. You know? North Korea don't get no fuck now, man. They're like, what, man? Oh, fuck your sanctions that you talking about. You know? Fuck your restrictions, dog. Look, we gonna do it. Look, fuck you, nigga. And it says what? Let the weak say I am strong, man. Why? Because now they have nuclear capabilities, man. They ain't afraid of the big bad bully no more, man. You know? It says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat. And what's that? That's the Middle East, man. You know? That's where all these nations is gathering. Matter of fact, I'm going to jump over Joel 2, verse 20. It says, but I will remove far off from you the northern army.
That's going to be a blessing. When these American soldiers, when your army, your Marines, your Navy, your even your reserve, your Army reserves, everybody going.
Hey, because guess what? That it was a front page news in Colorado, man. The reserves ain't enough now. So guess what? They're thinking about implementing a draft. Dog. And you hoes getting drafted too. It says, but I will remove far off from you the northern army and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, with his face toward the east sea and his hinder part towards the utmost sea, and his stink shall come up and his ill savor shall come up, because he have done great things. In the far end, it says what? It says toward his face toward the east sea, which is the Euphrates River. And it says that in his hinder part towards the utmost sea, which that's the Mediterranean. So what's in between the Euphrates and the Mediterranean? Syria, Israel, that Middle East part right there, man. Iraq, all that area right there, man.
Right where these devils is at.
Right where they gathering at. That's the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. That's the valley of Jehoshaphat. So I'm gonna jump back over to Joel 3:12. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about, man. And how he gonna judge them? With fire. 2nd Ezra 13 chapter, man. That man that cracked them clouds, that came out of that sky. He waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. Who is that, man? Our Lord, our Savior, man.
And they were afraid, but they did fight, because the Lord put a spirit in them to fight. You gotta realize when the Lord returns, they gonna be in fucking fear, man. They gonna want to flee. But the Lord said, no, he gonna put us, just like he had heart, what he did with Pharaoh's heart. He made Pharaoh's heart hard, man, not to let the children of Israel go. He gonna put an extra pride on you for that last fight, just so you could go get killed.
Yeah.
Because there ain't gonna be one.
So he can show you his power, man.
His might.
He says, for this reason have I raised up Pharaoh, that I might show my might in thee, man. Roughly paraphrasing. Romans the 9th chapter. You know? So this was just a brief exhortation, man, that we at the end of this thing.
That's right.
It is high time to awake out of sleep. We see all the signs, you know. We see these heathens gathering. We hear the rumors of wars, you know. And it ain't no scripture that says they would gather in the Middle East and leave.
No.
You see what I'm saying? So, hey.
They're going to be like dung. They're going to be like shit on the floor, man. There's going to be a lot of dead bodies. They stink, going to go in the air.
Yep. Hey, the third woe is upon us, man. And that third woe is World War III. Regardless of what some fuck-ass nigga try to tell you, man. So with that, we hope this lesson was edifying. Until next time, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone. And salutations to you brothers who preach the gospel in truth and in sincerity, always in charity. Shalom, brothers.